Welcome to Tale Recap. The movie begins in a large hall with a crowd of students and an announcer who announced the conclusion of the Dignity Cup tournament. Students from 8 different colleges are going to battle for the title of Student of the Year, and the greatest player on the winning team will receive the title. A gorgeous young lady named Mia can be seen rooting for Rowan just as the competition gets underway. The student Rowan is both powerful and attractive. After taking home the trophy, he walks out onto the playing field and begins to give a speech about the significance of pursuing one's dreams. He says that his dream isn't to take home the trophy, but rather to tell Mia that he loves her. She walks up to him and utters the words, "I love you." The action then returns in a flash to the classroom in Peshawari, where Rowan is shown thinking that his fantasies about Mia had come true. After class, he has a conversation with his best buddy, during which we are shown archival footage of the two of them growing up together, attending the same schools when they were children, and maintaining a very strong friendship for the past 12 years. However, they attend different colleges at this point. He attends Peshawari Kamanas, an outdated and underfunded college, while she is enrolled at St. Teresa, an expensive educational institution. In order for him to enroll there, he will need a check for 20 lakh rupees. While he and his companion are waiting in front of the St. Teresa's gate, a young girl in a very gorgeous automobile pulls up next to them and drives through the gates. The guard at the entrance tries to scare the lads away, but Rowan stops him in his tracks by taking a short photo with him. The security guard tells the student that he will remove his full beard if the student commits to take a happy selfie with him on the day that he gets accepted into the college. However, in the event that this takes place, the assembly will proceed to announce the Dignity Cup competition amidst a great deal of comedic antics. The commentator was adamant that this will not be their year to finish in last place, and he also emphasized the importance of demonstrating to their competitor schools that they are prepared to compete. In order to get ready for the next competition, Rowan and a couple of the other guys get some exercise. He is successful without much effort, yet he is frustrated because his team is not doing as well as they should be. Before everyone breaks apart, there is a brief exchange of blows. As he walks home, he discovers a note that has been waiting for him there. He will be attending St. Teresa College thanks to the athletic scholarship he obtained there. He leaps out of the house in ecstasy and rushes to tell Mia about the change in his circumstances. Since he arrived while she was sleeping, he decides to leave the house to start getting ready for his first day. He goes out and buys some new clothes and then paints an old bag in order to make it look more artistic. In order to make his denim pants look more stylish, he tears holes in them, and then he says his goodbyes to the other male students from his old college. His first day at St. Teresa is jam-packed with exciting activities. In his pursuit for Mia, he makes his way throughout the entire campus. Because he insists on calling her by her given name, Madula, it would appear that no one is familiar with her existence. But then, someone suggests that perhaps Mia Chawla is the person he is seeking for. In the end, he makes his way to Adi, which is the location where Mia's band was holding their auditions. As he approaches the location, he notices a female dancing on the stage. At first, he was under the impression that it was Mia, but she wasn't there. It was the same girl he had encountered at the entrance the previous time. She is a really impolite young woman, and despite the fact that she is the one who is unable to keep up with the beat of the music, she is quite impolite to those around her. Rowan accepts the challenge and dances in time with the tempo of the music. Even when she increases the speed of the song out of spite, he continues to dance in time with it. She has requested that the bills be sent to her father and has shoved the amplifier to the ground. He had hoped that Mia would respond in a certain way, but she did not. She gave him the impression that she had no interest in him and told him to steer clear of the girls in the college because they are all above his social standing. When he makes it clear that he is only interested in her, she responds by saying that she has progressed and that he was wrong to try to come to St. Teresa for her. The next day, at the assembly ground, the announcement for the Dignity Cup is made. And now it's time to reveal who will be leading the team, and it turns out that Manav was selected as the Student of the Year for the previous 2 years running. At the gathering area, he had just finished making his introduction to Rowan. And it turns out that the girl Rowan embarrassed with his dance the day before was none other than his own sister, the naughty Shreya. At the gym, Shreya talks Rowan into trying to impress the coach with his biceps in order to increase his chances of being selected for the squad and of regaining Mia's affection. Everyone is taken aback when Rowan does exceptionally well in the initial trials for the 100-meter event. Everyone cheers for him after he breaks the record that had been set by Manav previously. Mia has the wannabe scene with him once more. She writes him a note similar to the one he wrote to her when they were children, with the lines, "Friends, dance with me." After this, they reunite as friends and are seen everywhere together. Now that he has his happiness back, he tells her that his dream is to make all of her dreams come true. Kabaddi is a sport that is played at the gym. The challenge is quickly overcome by Manav, who is followed by Rowan, who is unsuccessful. In addition, he extends an invitation to Rowan to attend his birthday party. Mia is the one who pulls him away from his old buddies from his previous college when they notice him outside and tries to get him to let them in. As Shreya makes an attempt to disgrace Rowan by letting his buddies into the club, a fight quickly breaks out between the two of them. His pals have been kicked out, and Mia insists that he cut off all contact with those people immediately. Together, Rowan and Shreya move a parking spot, and then Shreya paints Rowan's bike pink. Her father had been asked to the dean's office, and when he was there, he slapped her in front of Rowan and the dean. After that, she went and danced away her sorrows. Even when Rowan comes over with the intention of becoming her friend, she rejects his advances. She has every intention of beating him at the dance competition, and she cautions him not to become too weak. It would appear that Rowan is quickly becoming friends with Manav. While Mia and Rowan train for the dance, Manav and Shreya work on perfecting their moves. We can see that Mia seems to have feelings for Manav, and this is something that we can observe. However, Rowan tattoos her name on his palm without being aware of what was happening at the time. During the dance competition, there is a momentary lapse in concentration, and Rowan loses hold of Mia, causing her to fall to the ground. Manav and Shreya are victorious from their competition. When Rowan goes looking for Mia to comfort her, he finds her instead consoling Manav while she has her arms around his neck. After hitting Manav, he ran away. The next day, Rowan is expelled from St. Teresa for his behavior. Manav is going to start striking him while he is waiting outside. He and his companions conspire against him and defeat him once more. When Rowan departs from Saint, he watches as Teresa is beaten and broken, and he sees his goal slipping more and further out of reach. He makes an effort to get back in touch with his former pals, but they reject him, and now he is compelled to watch while Mia continues her relationship with Manav. While he is in anguish, his mother counsels him to focus on developing his own skill and to trust that all will work out for the best. She also reminds him that Mia was simply trying to find herself, and that he too needs to discover himself. He rides to St. Teresa in his old uniform and challenges Manav, informing him that he is coming for his Student of the Year award. He also informs Manav that he is coming for his Student of the Year title. When Rowan goes back to his former college, the teachers there want to appoint him captain of the squad, but Rowan would prefer just be a member of the team than take the captaincy away from a teammate who is envious of him. When they got back to St. Teresa, Shreya began searching for Mia. She requests her for assistance in removing Manav from the class in the same manner as she removed Rowan. As of recently, Rowan has resumed his training with his previous squad. He is instructed by the captain to take a seat in the reserves. Shreya pays Rowan a visit and delivers the award to him during their conversation. She claims that she was unaware of Manav and Mia's intentions to deceive the judges during the dancing competition. As it turns out, the fall was part of a scheme that Mia and Manav had been working on, and Shreya does not want any part of it. She asks Rowan to compete alongside her in the most prestigious dancing competition in town, which is even more prestigious than the competition held at the college. It comes out that she was the one who had arranged for Rowan's friends to embarrass themselves in front of everyone at the party, and yet she is the one who yells at them for being angry at him for something that he did not do. They reconsider him and start to include him in the group again in a more subdued manner. In order to talk to Shreya, Rowan and his friends head to the local dance club. He came into contact with Mia, but they did not exchange any words. The following day, while he is riding his bike outside, he comes across Shreya, who has been waiting for him. They start working on their dance routine together in his neighborhood, which quickly becomes the focal point of everyone's attention. When Shreya got back to her house, she cut into a cake. She entertains herself by imagining that there are other people in the room, at which point she thanks them for coming and sings happy birthday to herself. Even though it should have been boring and depressing, she manages to make it vibrant. Her birth date and that of her brother are not mentioned by her father at all. She returns to the location where she was previously seen dancing with Rowan, and he is there along with a large number of people to surprise Shreya on the occasion of her birthday celebration that he had organized. She is taken aback by the fact that he is aware of her birthday, and he explains that he discovered this information through Facebook. This act of kindness makes her so pleased, and they both continue their practice in a number of subsequent scenarios. Even though he is now in college, he keeps up his kabaddi training with his pals. Shreya admits that she has developed feelings for him in a variety of different ways. However, he considers it to be nothing more than a joke, and these days they spend a lot of time together. They decide to go to the dance competition and end up winning it. Shreya is filled with joy. However, she claims that she cannot take the trophy home with her because no one in her family would care about it. He inquires about the woman who raised her, and she claims that she passed away when she was giving birth to her daughter, and claims that because her father considers her to be cursed, they do not spend her birthday in the house with the rest of the family. In the midst of Rowan's embrace with Shreya, he looks up and sees Mayat seated on his front porch. She expresses her regret in the matter, and reveals that she is not currently associated with Manav. It is Shreya's intention to have her leave, but she requests that they have their conversation somewhere else. They decide to go to a cafe together once he gives his okay. He reads the lengthy letter that she had written to him. Mia extends her apologies once more, but Shreya would not accept them. She has the impression that Mia is merely acting, and she cautions Rowan not to put any stock in what she says. Mia gets coffee poured on her by Shreya, and Rowan shouts at her. She goes in a state of despair after he asks her to leave so that he can care for Mia. The following morning, Shreya and her father enjoy breakfast together in complete silence. Right after Shreya, Rowan goes in and begs her father if he will pay for her to attend a dance school in London, but he declines. After telling her father that she is the finest dancer in the city and laying the trophy they had won the previous evening on the table, Rowan congratulates her and then leaves. He had brought the trophy the previous evening after they had won it. The time has come for the yearly Inter-College Dignity Cup, which this year will be held at St. Teresa College as the host institution. When Rowan and his pals are attacked by Manav and his friends, Rowan fights back and takes Manav out with his bare hands. The conflict draws Rowan's team closer together, and the month coming up to the games, they put in significantly more effort in their training. After seeing what Shreya has accomplished, her father has given his blessing for her to continue her education in London. After Rowan has told her that he loves her, she responds by saying that she does not love him. The big day has arrived, and there will be 8 schools competing. The first 2 races are won by Manav, then Rowan triumphs in the 800-meter race. At the conclusion of day 1, St. Teresa is in the lead, Pishori is in 5th place, and Rowan has advanced to the finals with his previous institution. Mia is doing everything in her power to show that she loves him, but he has already chosen Shreya to be his girlfriend and has asked her to do it again. The final is between St. Teresa and Pishori, and Rowan's old college, Pishori, emerges victorious to take home the Dignity Cup. We appreciate you taking the time to watch. Please subscribe and like. See you in the next video.